In a significant blow to global food security, Russia has decided to suspend the wartime agreement that permits Ukraine to export grain. This action disrupts the flow of essential agricultural products and poses a threat to the stability of the international food supply chain. CNN reported that Russia has announced the suspension of its involvement in an agreement that permitted the exportation of grain from Ukraine. The agreement, which was arranged by Turkey and the United Nations in July of 2022, had an official expiration time of 5 p.m. on Monday, at midnight in Istanbul, Kyiv and Moscow. In a press conference on Monday, Dmitry Peskov, the spokesperson for the Kremlin, announced that Russia has currently decided against extending the pact, stating that it has already been terminated. For a while now, Russia has consistently voiced its dissatisfaction with the restrictions placed upon its ability to export its own agricultural products. Peskov pointed to this grievance as the primary cause for the withdrawal from the agreement. According to Peskov, he informed the press that once the Russian portion is finished, the Russian party will resume executing the agreement. Over the course of the weekend, Russian President Vladimir Putin expressed his dissatisfaction with the fact that the primary goal of the agreement, which was to provide grain to countries in need, had not been achieved. He once again voiced his grievances about the challenges Russia encountered when attempting to export its own food. According to CNN, Peskov has expressed the possibility of resurrecting the agreement at a later time, stating that Russia will adhere to it once the Russian portion of the agreement has been fulfilled. Last week, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken made the accusation that Russia is employing the grain deal as a means of coercion. By means of the food agreement, Ukraine was granted permission to ship grain via the sea, circumventing the Russian blockade of its Black Sea ports. This permitted ships to safely traverse the waterway, ultimately arriving at Turkey's Bosphorus Strait and gaining access to international markets. Before arriving in Ukraine, vessels underwent inspections conducted by officials from Russia, Ukraine and Turkey in order to prevent the smuggling of weapons into Ukraine. The stabilization of global food prices and the subsequent alleviation of pressure on developing nations heavily dependent on Ukrainian exports proved to be of utmost importance. The immediate and severe repercussions of the war on the global food markets were deeply felt, particularly due to Ukraine's significant role as a major grain supplier to the World Food Programme, WFP, as reported by CNN. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.